We will now see how to write the consonants, vyanjanAni. So we are going to look at the first set, which is ka, kha, ga, gha, ng. I am using the brown color for the pure consonants. So for ka, I'm going to start with a vertical line, and then I'm going to go back to the middle and do a curve upwards, then come back to the middle, go across, and then bring a curve and come back, either touch or just about touch, and finish with a vertical line. And then this is a ka, but I want to make it an k, which is the pure consonant. So I'm going to put a hull underneath. It seems to be slightly crooked, so I'm going to redo my ka. So it's a vertical line, and then two curves, one on the left and the other on the right, continuous. Okay, so this is k. Then for the Maha Prana kha, I'm going to start from the 11 o'clock position, do a semicircle, and then do a diagonal, and then lift it up to a vertical line, add a semicircle in the middle, and this is kha. And then I'm going to add a hull at the bottom. This is kha. Then for ga, I'm going to write a vertical line and then add a walking stick handle at the bottom, add a vertical line and put the hull. This is g. Then for the Maha Prana gha, I'm going to start from the 1 o'clock position, go anti-clockwise, semicircle, do another semicircle, indent it, connect it to a vertical line and come to the bottom. And this is gha. G. Then ng. I'm going to do a short vertical line and then I'm going to write an S, and then I have to include the dot there, which makes it the ng, okay, with the hull ng. So we now have ka, kha, ga, gha, ng. The next set of sounds are cha, cha, ja, jha, nya, where the tongue comes to the gums behind the teeth. Let us see how it is written. I start with a short horizontal line and then a curve connecting to a vertical line, and then I add a line on top and of course the hull at the bottom. This is the ch. I'm going to rewrite it. Okay, that is the ch. Then for the Maha Prana ch, I'm going to start from the 12 o'clock position, anti-clockwise short circle, spiral out, come to the middle, and then push in and another semicircle and a curve connected to a short vertical line and a horizontal line on top. And this is ch, Mahapranitch. Then for j, I'm going to first do the semicircle and then connect it to a horizontal line and connect it to a vertical line and a hull. This is j. Then for the Maha Prana j, short vertical line, and then we do the I that we have learned and then connect it to a short horizontal line and a vertical line and a hull and the horizontal line on top. So that is j. Then for the nya, it is a semicircle with the left being open and then connected to a horizontal line and a vertical line, and then add the hull. This is nya. Cha, cha, ja, jha, nya. The next set of sounds are cerebral. We use the roof of the mouth. So, ta, tha, da, dha, na. For the ta, I'm going to do a short vertical line and then connect it to a semicircle. But I'm going to end it at 5 o'clock. And then I'm going to put a hull. I end it at 5 o'clock so that it doesn't appear to be connected. The hull should be distinctly visible. Then for the Maha Prana tha, it is going to be a short vertical line and a complete circle and a hull at the bottom. Ta, tha. Then for the da, it is going to be a short vertical line and the S. This is what we have been using for the I, the nga, jha, but the basic form is the da. Then for Mahaprana dha, short vertical line, and then I'm going to take it up to 5 and then I will do a circle, and that circle should not spill beyond the outer curve. And then I'm going to add a hull, and this should not, later on we will learn another letter that circle and that hull should not be nearby, they should not be connected because they could mislead it to be another letter. So this is d. Then for na, I'm first going to write a semicircle or a U hanging from the top and then a vertical line nearby. It should not touch, but it is nearby. And then the hull underneath. So this is ta, tha, da, dha, na. The next set of sounds are the dentals using the teeth, and to write it, it is going to start off. We are going to start from the bottom and go vertical, midway, turn right, connect it to a vertical line, and this is the ta, and I'm going to add a hull underneath. Then for the Mahaprana tha, I'm going to start from the 12 o'clock position, but I'm short circle anti-clockwise, and then I'm going to do a semicircle and come to the midpoint. Then I'm going to convert it into a smiley face, smiley mouth, and connect it to a vertical line. That is the tha. And then I'm going to do a hull. And when I put the horizontal line, it will not touch the head of the tha. And this smiley mouth, that curve, it should be a curve. It should not be a horizontal line. The curve should be clearly visible. So this is ta, tha. Then we are going to do the da, which is a short vertical line. And then I'm going to do like how we did. Let me undo it and start. Okay, a short vertical line and then a semicircle, and then I'm going to do a small curve and come to our bottom line. That is all. That is the da. And then I'm going to add the hull below that. You see how this da could be mistaken for da. This da could be mistaken for the ta, and that should not be done. Okay, so this is d, ta, tha, da. Then for Mahaprana dha, it is going to be similar to the gha, but to make sure it is distinct, we add a small circle in the beginning, and then it is like the gha. Kshamyatam. And then you are going to do the top horizontal line will not touch. Just like it did not touch for the th, for the dh also it will not touch. Okay, and then the hal. So we have th, th, the, dh. Then we have na. So I'm going to do a circle in the middle, horizontal line, connect it to a vertical line, and then the hal. This is na. In print font, they won't put that circle. They will just give it as a kink in the horizontal line. Let us not do that. Let us do a complete circle. Okay, so we have ta, tha, da, dha, na. We now move on to the last of the set of 5. It is labials. We use the lips to pronounce them. So, pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. So for the pa, I'm going to do 2/3 of a U, and then I will connect it to a vertical line. This is the p. Then for the Mahaprana pa, well, let me actually, the pa became a little too big, so I'm going to make it a little more proportionate. There. That is p. Then for the Mahaprana pa, I'm going to write like how I started. I'm like as though I'm writing the pa, but then beyond the vertical line point, I'm going to curve and dip it a little, and then come back and add the vertical line. And this is pa. So we have pa, pa. Then for the ba, I'm going to have the vertical line and then a semicircle and a diagonal across the semicircle. It is doing some touching, so I'm going to redo that. I'm going to reduce that size of that semicircle just a little bit. And I will make sure that the diagonal does not exceed that circle. Okay, so that is the b, and then I add the hal. So we have pa, pha, ba. Then for the Mahaprana bha, I'm going to do a short circle at the top starting from the 12 o'clock position. And then after I come to this middle portion, I'm going to turn it and make it into a vertical, horizontal straight line, no curve. If it is curved, it could look like a tha. So it should not look like a tha. And then you add the hal at the bottom. And again, no touching the head here. So for tha, dha and bha, there is no touching the head. Then ma, start with a vertical line and then fold and horizontal line. Connect it to another vertical line, and that is ma. So we now have pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. There are 2 sets of miscellaneous consonants, and we are now going to do the first set of miscellaneous consonants. So it is ya, ra, la, va. So for ya, I'm going to start from the 11 o'clock position, and then I'm going to do a semicircle, and then it is similar to the tha, except that for the tha, I started with a small circle in the beginning. For the ya, there is no small circle in the beginning. Okay, and then I'm going to do the hal at the bottom. So when you write the ya, you should make sure that it starts from the 11 o'clock position so that that starting is visible. Okay, then for ra, I'm going to do the same thing, start from the 11 o'clock position and then a semicircle to the middle, and then I'm going to do, let me redo that. it became a little too big. Okay, 11 o'clock position, semicircle, and then a diagonal line coming to the bottom of the um, coming to the bottom line. And then I'm going to add the hull. I'm just separating the hull so it doesn't look like a continuous line. So this is ya and ra. Next, for la, I will start from the bottom position, go up and do two curves and connect it to a vertical line. And this is la. So ya, ra, la, then va. Vertical line. And then I'm going to add a semicircle in the middle, va. It was this va to which we added the diagonal line and made it a ba. Okay, and then add, so this is va. So now we have ya, ra, la, va. For the last set of consonants, we are going to do sha, sha, sa, ha. And for that, we are going to start with a short vertical line, and then I'm going to do a short circle, come to the middle. Let me redo that. Okay, short vertical line, so short vertical line, a semicircle, and then a diagonal. That is the first portion, and then an extra vertical line, that is the sha, and then I'm going to add a hull at the bottom, and that makes it sh. Then for the sha, so this one we've just done is Shankara sha. The next thing we are going to do is Shunmukha sha, and for that I'm going to do the pa, which is 3/4 of a U, 2/3 of a U, connected to a vertical line, and then I'm going to add a diagonal line in that curve, and that is the sh. Then I will add a hull at the bottom. So we have sha, sha. Then for Saraswati sa, I'm going to start with the 11 o'clock position, semicircle, diagonal, and then I'm going to connect a horizontal line from the middle, connect it to a vertical line, and then a hull at the bottom. That is sa. So we have sha, sha, sa. Then ha. For the ha, we are going to do a short vertical line, and then we are going to do the da that we have written. But before we do anything further, we are going to add another curve at the bottom, and that is ha. And then we have to add a hull to it, which is h. So here we have sh, sh, s, h.